Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're skipping the usual long introductions and diving straight into the heart of northern Thailand. We're going to explore a true backpacker's paradise, a place packed with breathtaking nature, hidden quirky spots, and some truly incredible human stories that make up this bohemian mountain town. So get comfortable because this is going to be an unforgettable adventure. But look, before you can soak in all that serene valley peace, you kind of have to earn it. And you earn it by conquering exactly this number, 762. That is the exact number of winding, stomach-churning curves on Highway 1095, the mountain road leading from the big city of Chiang Mai all the way up to Pai. So, I gotta ask you directly, are you ready to conquer it? Do you have what it takes to brave this journey? Every single year, millions of travelers, backpackers, and digital nomads accept this brutal yet absolutely stunning challenge just to reach this hidden sanctuary. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, Pai's Historical Evolution. Long before Pai was a haven for tourists looking for smoothies and hammocks, it was a deeply isolated cultural refuge and a highly strategic military outpost. Back in 1477, it was actually founded as a fortress to protect the borders of the Lana Kingdom. Fast forward to 1942, and it transforms into a vital Japanese military supply route during World War II. It really wasn't until the late 1980s that the first Western backpackers trickled in and kicked off that famous hippie era. And looking at it today, moving toward 2026, it's completely evolved into this modern international hub for digital nomads. Even the name of the town has this wild origin story. During a historical military campaign under King Telekaraj, two royal white elephants managed to escape and were seen swimming in the local river. The Thai word for male elephant is plai, which was given to the river, and over time, that word naturally morphed into pai. So this entire booming settlement literally grew around the river where those elephants took a swim. Section 2, Scars of War and Traces of Faith. Beyond its origins, the modern landscape here is built on a really rich tapestry of human history. The Tai Pai Memorial Bridge is this striking green steel structure with a pretty dark past. Between 1941 and 1942, the Japanese Imperial Army built the first wooden bridge here as a crucial supply route to Burma, using elephants and forced labor to drag massive logs out of the jungle. When the Japanese retreated, they burned it down. But the local villagers, who had come to rely on that crossing for their daily lives, banded together and rebuilt it, transforming it into the historic landmark we see today. Now, what's really interesting to see here is this number. If you want to experience one of Pai's most famous spiritual sites, you're going to have to put in a little physical effort. 353 is the exact number of steps you need to climb from the base of the hill to reach our next destination. And here is your reward at the top, Wat Phra Mayen. It's this majestic, giant white Buddha that looks out peacefully over the entire Pai Valley. It is absolutely stunning to visit, especially right at sunset when the golden light hits the mountains. Just keep in mind, since it is a sacred temple, you do need to dress modestly. Make sure your shoulders and knees are covered. Down in the valley, there's another remarkable pilgrimage site called Wat Nam Hu. This temple houses An Mue, a highly sacred Chang San-style Buddha image. What makes this artifact so incredibly unique is that the head of this statue is actually hollow and contains holy water. Pilgrims literally travel from all over the region just to pay their respects here. If you head just a bit northwest of town, you get this amazing 2-for-1 experience. First, there's Sanachon Village, founded by Yunnanese Chinese settlers, where you can sip traditional tea and try your hand at archery. But right next door, just up the hill, is the Yunlai Viewpoint. If you go early in the morning and pay a tiny 20 baht entry fee, you are treated to a breathtaking sunrise view that rises over a literal sea of mist. It's magical. Section 3, Canyons and Earth-Shattering Splits. Stepping away from the culture for a second, let's talk about the geology. The Pai Valley has some raw, dramatic, and totally barrier-free natural wonders. I'm going to read you a quote about the trails here. A narrow ridge walk with sheer, unguarded drops and panoramic sunset views. That is no exaggeration. It is wild, thrilling, and completely unguarded. And that brings us to the famous Pai Canyon, or Konglen. Millions of years of wind and rain have eroded the sandstone and clay into a maze of deep cliffs. The paths can narrow down to just half a meter wide, with sheer 30-meter drops on either side of you. It's undeniably the most popular sunset spot in town because the clay just glows in these brilliant red and orange hues. But navigating it requires serious physical balance and caution. There are 0 safety rails, you're entirely on your own up there. Back in 2008, a massive earthquake literally ripped a local farmer's land right in half, destroying his crops. But instead of giving up, he turned this disaster into an attraction. He set up hammocks around this new mini canyon. Today, you can go walk through this massive split and enjoy homemade roselle juice and pumpkin crackers for whatever you want to drop in the donation box. And this brilliantly illustrates the resilience and entrepreneurial humor of the locals here. About 35 kilometers away is Tom Lod Cave, one of the most impressive river caves in all of Southeast Asia. You glide through these massive underground chambers on bamboo rafts steered by local guides, passing right by prehistoric caves that hold 2,000-year-old teak coffins. It's a half-day trip that just has this deeply mystical, almost otherworldly atmosphere to it. Section 4. Waterfalls and Hidden Hot Springs. After walking those canyon edges and exploring underground rivers, you might want something a bit more relaxing. The lush jungles around Pai offer some of the most refreshing aquatic escapes in the country. You basically have two main choices for thermal baths. If you want something closer to town with developed mineral pools, the Thai Pai hot springs are super popular. But if you're willing to drive about 15 kilometers north, you'll find the Saigon Hot Springs. It's a much more secluded, clear water nature bath hidden deep in the jungle. It really just depends on your vibe. For those hot afternoons, let's run through Pai's best waterfalls. First up is Pambuk, which offers a slippery, adventurous path ending in natural rock slides. Then there's Mopeng Waterfall, just 7 kilometers from town. It's about 5 meters high and absolute perfection for sliding into the water. And if you really want to earn that cool dip, the Mei Yin Waterfall involves a peaceful but seriously adventurous river hike right through the thick forest. Section 5. Pai's Vibrant Nightlife. Let's move to and see how this builds once the sun goes down. Because when evening hits, this sleepy agricultural village completely flips its energy. Right in the heart of town, on Chai Sungkram Road, is the famous Pai Walking Street. Every evening from 6 p.m., they shut down the traffic, and the whole street fills with this incredibly relaxed, communal, bohemian energy. You can feast on unbelievable street food, everything from local khao soi to falafels and fresh smoothies. You can shop for handmade hill tribe crafts and then wander over to the chaotic fun of the bar street to sample craft beers, listen to live music, and swap travel stories with backpackers from all over the globe. And that brings us to our final thought. We've talked about the 762 curves, the dizzying heights of the canyon, the echoes of war, and the soothing heat of the jungle springs. So is this valley, where history, raw nature, and absolute peace intersect, ready to heal your soul too? I hope you found this guide as inspiring as the town itself. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you're already packing your bags. See you on the road!